Perfect, guys. So, well, we can officially start the AMA of today. Like I said before, we have Apex team here with us. We have Mantel, that is the engineer of the team, and we have David, that is the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer, the man in charge of promoting this project and getting it into everyone's eyes and ears also. But guys, welcome to my lounge. Mantel and David, you're both unmuted. I don't know if we can test some microphones so we can check that everything's okay. But how are you doing, guys? All good?
Hey, hi, Drybit. Mantel here. How are you?
Hey, Mantel, doing great, man. Doing great. 11 a.m. here in Argentina. You know, we have a sunny day. So actually, day's great. I'm ready to start off this day with this amazing AMA with you and David. To be honest, this is something that the entire launch has been looking forward to. Like I said, we have a launch like it's really great. You know, we have a lot of investors, we have a lot of analysts, a lot of researchers here, and we've been talking a lot about your project. So actually, I think that many of the 77, 78, 78 participants that are actually here want to know a whole lot more about your project, man. So once again, thank you for joining.
Hey, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, hi, I'm Mantel. I'm from Singapore, and it's actually 10 p.m. over here. It's a bit
Oh,
cold. Yeah, it's a bit cold in the
big
night.
difference.
But yeah, in the afternoon it's crazily hot. So yeah, I'm so honored. I mean, firstly, I would like to thank you very much, Drybit, for inviting me and the Apex team to come and share about what we have been doing. It's an honor. I would say this is the first AMA I have ever done. Previously,
Whoa,
we
what a
have
pleasure, man.
it's the first AMA I've ever done. So it's a huge
Great.
honor to be a part of this whole process, and even for you to invite me. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Okay,
Hey, that,
so representing the Apex team, we have four members. Myself as the engineer, and I have a close friend of mine, David. He's the CMO, and we have two more team members who are not able to speak, but they are actually attending the AMA. And the
great.
reason that they are not able to speak is because they are actually running some errands to work some stuff out for this project, for this Apex project. But however, they are here. You can look for them. It's you can look for the name Anatoly. Anatoly, he's in charge of designing all the web pages and the interfaces. He has contributed so much, and I'm really very thankful for all his contributions. He did the tutorial videos of Apex, and he's still working hard on it. He's actually doing up the final tutorial video for our V2. Our V2 is a Delta bot that's going to be released very soon in a day's time, which
Nice.
I'll tell you more. Yeah, I'll tell you a lot more. And yeah, so that's Anatoly. And then we have our CEO, Beckman. He's really busy with a lot of phone calls and some administration stuff he needs to settle. But he's there. You can search their name over in your launch. So
Of
yeah, four
course.
of us. Yeah. So
That's
okay,
great, man.
so let me just dive into what's Apex all about. Okay, so four of us, I think about 5 months ago, four of us, we came together and we were deciding on creating a cryptocurrency project that would be serious, that would be long lasting, that will not be any mere pump and dump. I think we are all quite sick and tired of projects that are pump and dump, whereby you
Yeah.
buy a project and then it just crashes in like 2 or 3 hours time. And we're all very sick and tired of them. We thought to ourselves like, hey, we want to create a community of investors who are here to put in their heart and soul and to give everything they got and to believe in the project. So therefore, we were thinking that the way forward to this is to create a very strong utility. So we were discussing about what kind of utility we can create, and that's why we think of creating a bot, a sniper bot, in fact. And
Perfect.
and in this sniper bot, yeah, and of course, when we create the bot, we did ask ourselves like, what is the end goal of the bot? Do we want to be like a ordinary bot, or do we want to create a bot that will dominate the market? So obviously we have we have like some bots that we are studying very closely. I think some of the bots that you guys probably heard of, like Maestro, Banana Gun, and some of these like
Yeah,
more yeah, I believe you
those are
guys hear of
the
this.
current mainstream bots at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah, so we have been spending 5 months to study how it works and how it all comes together, and we thought to ourselves like, wow, we need to create a bot that can be on the same level with them or even better. So we started this process 5 months ago. We started to create the bot, and then we did ask ourselves like, how can we name the bot? So we thought to ourselves, let's do 6 versions of the bot. With the first one, the first one as Omega Bot. I hope that you guys have been using the Omega bot. If you were to join the link in our public group, the Apex public group, the channel, you will see that we are constantly encouraging you guys to use the bot because it's a lot of hard work to create this bot, a lot of programming, a lot of work to be done, and we are continually upgrading the bot. So
Awesome.
okay, so coming back to the what this Apex is all about. We represent a community of investors, a cohesive and powerful force. We want to bring investors together as a one strong unit who and that we will believe that we have the potential to lead and dominate the crypto space. And how will we do that? The tools is Apex. Apex will be the tool that we need to dominate the crypto space. So this is like the vision from our CEO Beckman, and I'm just on behalf of him, I'm just sharing this vision. And so that's what Apex is all about. I guess for now, you guys have a very a brief summary and a brief understanding of what Apex is about.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be honest, that was an amazing description. You know, for being your first AMA, I got to tell you, man, you're doing it like great. You did like a very detailed explanation of what Apex is about in a great way, because of course you explained it like with detail, but not like long, you know. So it was basically a really great description that I think everyone can understand about what Apex is and what's the main functionality. And also, it's good that you talk about the team, guys. As Mantel said, they are 4 members, and they are currently working. You know, he told us like 5 months of research they spend before they actually start doing the the bot, and that's actually really bullish, guys. Let me tell you why. Because they actually took the time to do their proper research, you know, to analyze competitors, to analyze the market, to do like a very well informed decision on why should we do this. You know, a lot of people nowadays, they just come into Pinktail, they create anything and they just launch, you know, without even doing, you know, proper research on the market and everything. So that actually what Mantel said is actually really bullish, and it shows a lot of professionalism, in my opinion, guys, because the team actually took their time to analyze market, to create things, and they already have a functioning utility, and that's golden to me. But Mantel, we would like to know a little bit more about who you are. Let's talk a little bit more about you, because I know that you currently said that you are the one that it's developing the bot, right? You're the developer, the engineer, and you're the one coding this bot. So we wanted to know a little bit more about your background. Like, how did you get where you are now? Like, did you study something? How long have you been in crypto? How did you ended up being where you are currently right now, you know, developing this cool bot with the Apex team?
Oh, all right. Okay. I guess if I were to share with you my background, you might be surprised
Let's
because
go.
my background is actually in aerospace engineering. I'm actually an aircraft engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's totally no link from coding. Yeah.
Smart
So okay,
guy.
maybe I will just do a brief summary of how I got to where I am. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I was studying in a university, and I was studying aerospace engineering. And in this aerospace engineering course, there are 4 compulsory programming modules. So these 4 compulsory programming modules, I was really interested in it, although my overall job scope is aircraft related. So yeah, when I was going through this programming course, I really love it. I was so interested in it, and I started to learn coding, and I start to play around with like different codes and create my own codes for my own usage. And just to remind you, this is not my full-time job. It's just a hobby. So over a course of 7 to 6 years, this hobby has evolved to a point where I decided, let's do something with this hobby. and to
Yeah.
make it a business. Yeah, to make it a business. But yeah, so that's my background. I'm an aerospace engineer with the hobby and passion in programming, and so I started to do some programming codes. And anyway, so in my I'm the software engineer for Apex, but I actually have two members who are working with me, so a total of three of us. So the three of us, the two guys, they are not here today, but a total of three of us, we are actually very tirelessly working on the coding of the Apex. Yeah, but it's just that I'm the spokesman and I'm the senior engineer, if you can put it that way. Yeah, so three of us, we will constantly talk to each other and help each other evolve and improve on the codings and the programming sources. Yeah, so
That's
that's my
amazing.
background. Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, like I could tell that you were a guy like know what you're doing. Like hearing you out, explaining, and the way you referred about the bot and stuff. Like you can tell, that you're actually a smart guy. So it's no surprise that you told me that you were studying. How was it? Can you repeat once again? Because I don't even know what that is because that's like so smart. Like aerospace engineer, you said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
Wow, man, that
aerospace.
that
It's
that's
aircraft,
amazing. That's
aircraft.
amazing.
Yeah,
Aircraft.
yeah.
Oh, great, man. But let's go back into so now, guys. So for the 90 participants, great attendance, by the way, guys. So we talk about a little bit about the team. Martel also have a great explanation on what Apex is about, and he already talked about who he is and what he's doing actually now in the project. But Mantel, as you will refer, you talked about that there are other bots currently, that they're like dominating the market, if you want to call it like that. We know with Maestro being the more popular at the moment. So you're actually getting into this market, and of course you will have these competitors and you'll have to fight for a market share of the users. So my main question here is, how is Apex different from other competitors?
All right. Okay. So let's go to the point. Why do we use sniping bot? We use sniping bot because we want to get in on a first or second or third position. We want to be right at the bottom. So how will Apex be different from our competitors is that we will upgrade our code, we will find the best server, we will upgrade our node, and we will make sure that we have the fastest speed in our node and connecting to the server. And all this requires a lot of coding, and it also requires a lot of gas. We have to pay a lot of gas for that. Yeah, so I try not to go into too much technical details. So I try to explain in a way where the general community can understand. But the main difference that sets Apex apart from the other competitors that we have is that we want to create a native token. Okay, so with this native token, we call it Apex. We haven't we haven't go live on trading yet, but ping sale is ongoing. So this is the Apex token that you need to use for your sniping. Because with this Apex token, when investors purchase this Apex token, what happens is that there will be tax, obviously, right? So for this tax that we collected, they will be translated and we will use it for higher gas to sort of boost the speed of every transaction. So if I were to summarize it in a way where all of us can understand, the tax, a portion of the tax is like fuel to the engine of a very powerful car. And the very powerful car is your sniping bot. So this is the best way I can think of how I can illustrate what is Apex about. So as you can see for the other sniping bots, they do not really have a native token, but Apex, we do have a native token. And I would say that the unique thing about our project is that we decide to release the utility even before we go live. So if you have been following our public group, you realize that we released Omega Bot. Omega Bot is our version 1 of Apex. We have 6 versions. So I will repeat, we got 6 versions of our Apex token. Version 1 will be Omega Bot, and we have already released Omega Bot to the public even before ping sale starts. So as you can see, this is the huge difference between our project and many other projects who tend to give you that false hope and to tend to paint a picture of, you guys need to buy the coin and the utility will come out later. But we decided, no way, man, we are going to release the utility and we go live. That way, we can show investors that we are serious about this project. We take this mission seriously. We are not here to play games. We are here to serve the community, and we're here to contribute as much as we can. So in a nutshell, the main difference between Apex and our competitors is we have a native token. So that's the main difference.
That's really important, and you said quite a few important stuff over there, about how, of course, I love the analogy of the tax with the car and the engine, so that was actually a great analogy, man. But what you said over there about having your utility ready, before you go even live at trading is actually really important, because so I'm a full-time investor. This is what I do. Like, this is what I spend every day in my life. I come here, I look for plays, on PinkSale, stealth launches, tokens that are already trending. I'm all day investing and getting to know more projects. And I've been in PinkSale for a while, and I know that, like you said, many of the projects, they don't have utility yet. They are asking for funds in order to build the utility, and a lot of projects, they end up not developing the utility, and a lot of them also do. I'm not saying that they're all crooked. There are a lot of real projects that actually spend time and the funds to do the actual utility. But like I said, the main advantage any project can have against the competitors in PinkSale, because remember that when you are in PinkSale, you are also competing. You're also competing like at that moment, because you have a lot of other pools over there, that are at the same time as you. And of course, you need to take the investors. It's not that you have the funds assured at all. You have to be competing also while you're on the fair launch stage. So basically, if you have a utility that it's already working, like you have, that for me, that I'm an investor that does proper research and everything, that for me is something really, really, really great. So congratulations on that, Mantel, because like you said, you of course thought about this as me, so we share the same the same mentality, whether it comes to let's go raise some funds, but let's show that we are already working on something. So that's actually pretty great, Mantel. Thank you for that. And you told about that there were going to be 6 versions of Omega. So that means that, sorry, of Omega, of the Apex bot, and the first version now is Omega. I wanted to know, like, every new version is going to include like more utilities, more functionalities. Like, what is the end game? I think that everyone here wants to know, like, you're starting now with Omega, and then of course you have your latest version. So we want to know, like, what is the actual goal that you in your company have set for Apex? Like what's the end game for this? Well, what's the last version, and what are your what is the point where you said, hey, this is like our final project and we're aiming to do this and this and that? So what will be that?
All right. Thanks, Joybit, for that question. This is the part where I hope that it gets you guys excited. So for Apex, we have planned out 6 versions. And to answer your question directly, and then I will go back a little bit. To answer your question directly, I would say that we have no end. Because our team will continually upgrade and upgrade. It's just like an iPhone. The latest iPhone model you have now is the iPhone 14, but that's not the end. The developers
There will be
the
new ones.
there will be new ones coming up. There will be better versions. There is never an end to technology. And I would say that with Apex, this is our approach. We see this bot as a never-ending, full of potential growth in this project. But so to immediately answer your question, there is no end. We will keep upgrading.
Amazing.
But if you were to talk about what do we have in the meantime, we have planned out for 6 versions. The first one being Omega bot, and the second bot will be Delta bot. And this Delta bot is going to be released very soon. It's probably in about 2-3 days, maybe even 2 days.
Really soon, yeah.
Yes, it's very soon. So what's going to happen is Delta bot will supersede Omega bot, because Delta bot is a more advanced and a more powerful bot. So we will completely rescind Omega bot, and it will be obsolete, completely taken over by Delta bot. So what is the functions of Delta bot? Okay, but maybe let me tell you what's the function of Omega bot first, in case to help the community catch up because I believe they may not be with us from the beginning. So the functions of Omega Bot is just three functions. Okay, the first one is create a wallet configuration. The second one is a high speed buying, and the third one is a high speed selling. And if you notice, for investors who constantly use Uniswap, you actually waste a lot of time trying to connect to your wallet, getting approval, clicking yes to approve, and waiting for transactions. So that is all time wastage. But if you were to use Omega Bot, all you need to do is click a button and your transaction gets through almost immediately. Same thing for selling. You click with a click of button, your transaction goes through almost immediately. And the best thing about Omega Bot is tax free. So I repeat again, Omega Bot is tax free. So I would strongly encourage you guys, try it out before Delta Bot comes out. It's free now. You don't have to go to Uniswap. Use the Omega Bot. It's the much faster version of the Uniswap. Yeah, so that's Omega Bot, just to bring everyone up to speed, because like I said, I don't think everyone was with us from the beginning. So hope this summary helps you understand what Omega Bot is about. And moving to our version 2, which is Delta Bot. Delta Bot, we are going to put in 2 new features. That will be a surprise video at the end of this AMA. I think I shared with
I got it.
Yeah,
I will be showcasing it.
Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys, man. I can't wait to show you guys. We have included a very, very special feature, and I have already sent it to Drybit. At the end of the AMA, you will get to see what is Delta Bot capable of. And moving on, we will after Delta Bot, the next version will be Beta Bot, and this Beta Bot, this V3, my team actually have completed it already. So we have completed Beta Bot, totally completed. We are just doing a few more, what do you call that? A few more tests, a few more back testing, and actually once Delta Bot is released 2 days later, I think shortly later, Beta Bot can be released. And then for V4, version 4, it will be Alpha Bot, and V5 will be Sigma Bot, and lastly for V6, version 6, that will be the Apex Bot. And this is what is in our plan for now. We have planned for version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 1, 2, 3 completed, 1 being released, 2 is going to be released tomorrow or 2 days or 3 days time, and then finally Beta Bot will be released in probably in a week's time. And the other 4, version 4, version 5, and version 6, that one will come on a later date to be notified again. So yeah, hope you guys are excited and interested, and I hope you'll be really invested in what we are doing, because I can tell you, once we reach V6, you will be amazed, because we already have like implementation of multi-wallet, and our multi-wallet, we will make sure each account have more multi-wallets than our competitors. If you were to use Maestro currently, I think Maestro have a maximum of 3 multi-wallets, and if you are a premium holder, there is a maximum of 6 multi-wallets. In our Apex bot version 6, we want to design the bot to have even way more multi-wallets than that. And let me tell you, the progress so far is amazing. I cannot release too much details yet, but we are progressing very, very well, and we have been doing some back testing and some back running. And yes, actually, the multi-wallet so far has been amazing in terms of the back testing. It works, but we still need to do a lot of touch-up. So that one would be for V4, 5, 6, a later part of probably the year, or in fact, maybe even next month, because my team is really working hard. We want to push the product as fast as we can. So I guess that's the idea of what we're gonna do for the next 6 versions. So yeah,
that was a very detailed and great explanation on all the different versions, Mantel. Like I said, you're an amazing speaker, and it's great to see. I can tell how motivated you are in this project just by the way you speak and how you describe things. So that's actually great to see. When I host teams over here, and I see they're actually excited for what they are building. So that's reassuring for me, guys. I think that almost 100 people online right now, and I'm sure that most of us here just want to get into their bot like as soon as the AMA ends. I think that most of us are going to go straight down and start testing out the bot and everything. So guys, like Mantel said, Omega is free right now, so you don't have nothing to lose just by go there and trying. I'm pretty sure that it's a really great utility. And like I said, guys, Apex token is just around the corner. They have the fair launch and Pinxel going around. I've already bought. I'm a contributor. So like I said, guys, this is not financial advice, but I am already into this. So that's really important. So let's move into the next step, Mantel, so we don't waste much time. So let's talk a little bit about the current fair launch that you're having right now at Pinxel. I wanted to ask you, well, first of all, how much time is it left on the fair launch? I think that one more day, I think. So there's plenty of time for people to do research. But we would want to ask you about the liquidity pool. We want to know how a little bit about the liquidity pool, how much of the percentage of the raised funds it is, and how many time it will be locked, and also about the team and advisory tokens. I know that you have team and advisory tokens, so of course we would love to know about the current vesting of those two things.
Hey, Drybit. Sorry I didn't have a chance to speak. I'm David.
Hey, David. Nice to meet you, man.
Sorry, man, didn't have the chance to speak. So, Drybit, thanks once again for having us here. And I have gone through your channel. It's really impressive to see that all the projects you are associated with, they are really good projects. And yeah, like Mantel said, we are honored to be here.
Thank you, man.
So I'll be in charge of speaking about the Pinxel stuff, marketing, anything concerning about marketing. I'll be the one.
That's great, David. So yeah, so actually, like I said, let's talk a little bit about the current fair launch that you're having. So my first question before asking about marketing, because I'm going to ask you about marketing in just a few more minutes, but we would love to know about the current state of the fair launch. And like I asked before, I know that you're going to have team tokens and you're going to have advisory tokens. So we wanted to know if there's actually a vesting over there, how long are they going to be released, and also the liquidity pool. We all know that you're raising funds, so we would like to know how much percentage you're allocated into the liquidity pool, and also that liquidity pool, how much time is going to be locked.
Yeah. So for this question, for the team tokens, 5% will be locked. So 5% allocated for the team will be locked for about 10 months, and 10% will be unlocked on the 25th of August, and 10% linear. Yeah, and 10% linear unlocking period every 30 days. So every 30 days, 10% will be unlocked after the 25th August. Yeah, so this is based on the team tokens itself. Yep.
That's amazing. Perfect, guys. And remember, if you want to know more about the schedule, guys, for everyone that is participating, you can go directly into their Pinxel Fair launch page and you'll have all the detailed description over there. But now, since we have David, that is the CMO of the team, I have to ask my favorite questions that I always ask the teams that come over here. We would love to know, what's your current marketing strategy for fair launch, and also what is going to be your strategy for launch and post-launch, because we all know that currently you're at the phase of raising funds. So we want to know, like, what are the marketing strategies you're using now, to get more users into contributing to the fair launch, and what can all the users that already contributed or are looking to contribute wait for launch? Like, what's your special combination that you're trying to do when the token launches so you can have a healthy chart?
Yeah. So a little bit of my background, if you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead.
I was in the Air Force as well. So similar to Mantel, I signed on in the Air Force as a engineer as well to rectify F-16 aircraft. If you heard of it, if you heard of those aircraft, F-16. Yeah. So
not very familiar, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's a fighter.
I'm going to Google them.
Plane.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Like Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun. Yeah, exactly like Top Gun. Yeah, and so I was there for about 3 to 4 years, and after that I came out. That was about 5 years ago. I came out and started my own marketing business in Singapore, and we lasted about 2-3 years. And so basically this year I met Mantel and Anno Telly, Beckman, and we discussed. We wanted to do this Apex, so I left my company and really focused fully on this. So I do have a marketing background, and I have influencers under me where I will be promoting Apex 2. So for now, I've already got a few Twitter influencers Kingdom. Kingdom is I'm talking with him right now. Kingdom
Yeah,
Force. Yeah.
yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yep. So he will be, so after launch he will be also involved in our project, and yeah, he pretty liked what we are doing for Apex. And also for pre-marketing right now, I'm focused more on doing. So after this AMA, I'll be hosting Twitter Spaces with Gandalf, one of the influencer on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite big in Twitter. So we will have an AMA with him, Twitter Spaces, and so that is what we have planned for pre-launch. So for post-launch, I'm diving deep into the Chinese market side, where if you have heard of 4chan, Moon Talk, and a few other articles, yeah, we will be listing Apex. I'll be listing Apex there. So I really got all the banners ready to list us there on the Chinese platforms. So this is a great way for the China market to look at us. So you know how big China market is, right? So
Yeah, I know.
that's what. Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of money. So that's actually really great that you're targeting over there.
Yeah, man. So were you in PayPay or any big projects before?
Yeah, of course. I'm a full-time investor, so of course I know how most of
Nice.
these work, you know. And also, let me tell you, David and Mantel, I think
Yep.
that I already told you that I have been also a project developer. I had my own project at Pinktail. They were like completely
Wow.
successful for launches and everything. So I kind of know both sides, you know. I know the side from being a project developer and how to do marketing, and I'm also now at the other side of the table, you know, being a host, a caller. I don't know truly what I am right now. But what I know that my passion right here is to help projects. You know, I love giving them the space here to showcase, to show your project, and then of course once you launch, like when I really like the project, I like to get involved. You know. And keep on supporting and working. So that's my current passion. So that's why I know very much about marketing and stuff. So it's really good that you already know your marketing strategies. That's actually really great and really important, because you need to prepare everything in advance, because fair launch it's fun if you want to call it like that, but
Yes.
when you launch, when you're actually listed in Uniswap, that's when the real world begins. You know, that's where you hit and enter into a real world where you'll have a token that has a price, and that price is going to be going ups and downs 24/7. You know, the market does not sleep. So actually that's what I always say, that the marketing is really important. So it's glad for me that I heard you say that you already have your marketing strategies going on. And you know, like I said, marketing, it's never ending. You have to keep on pushing and pushing. But I wanted to ask you, David, because I think I didn't see it here, but there's going to be taxes on Apex. How much percentage of the tax is going to marketing? Like, you're going to have tax for marketing?
Yeah. So the total tax for Apex will be, after launch, will be 4%. 2% will be going to marketing, and 2% will be going to the future development of our different version bots. Yeah. So two will be split between
That's
marketing and development. Yep.
That's amazing, because one of the issues that I see in most tax-free
Yeah.
projects is that they eventually run out of fans. Trust me, I've been there personally with one of my projects. So having a marketing tax, a marketing and development tax, it's a really smart decision, because you need to think of the full circle, because the more volume you bring into your chart, the more marketing tax you're going to get, and the more marketing tax you're going to get, the more volume you're going to bring into your chart. So actually that's the full circle of marketing. So actually, congratulations on thinking about this. To be honest, guys, you are all, you, Mantel, David, I'm pretty sure that your CEO is quite smart too. But guys, you really seem to know what you're doing, and it really makes me happy, because like I said, I like supporting this type of projects. But guys, that's enough for me. I've asked all the questions that I wanted to know. Guys, remember, we talked about the team, we talked about the pre-sale, we talked about what Apex is, we talked about the versions, we talked about the utilities, we talked about marketing. I know everything that I want to know. Now it's your time, guys. Now it's the community questions time, where I'm going to start unmuting persons from the community that have questions for the Apex team. Mantel or David, you can answer depending on what the question is. But trust me, guys, that my community is quite also smart, and they do really great research. So I'm actually waiting for some good questions from the community for this project, guys. Remember, this is a utility project. So Let me just start unmuting. Let's see who's going to get the first question. We have tons on hands raised, guys. Remember, if you want to ask a question, you need to just raise your hand. But let me just find who is going to be the first question.
Hello, sir.
Oh, Sean Michael. Hey, how are you, man? Are you the CEO of Apex? No, David. That guy is not from your team, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
we
unmuted
have
him because he had the logo and you know
yeah.
his bio said CEO, and I was like, hey, maybe he is, but no, he's not.
It's a fake.
He's not. Our CEO is Beckham.
Yeah, perfect. So I have unmuted CC Jeters that he's also a software engineer, and he is also really, really great doing research and knows a lot about bots. So CC Jeters, you have the microphone for your question.
Thank you very much, Tribe. It's been a wonderful AMA so far. It's been an interesting discussion. Yeah. And then I was actually reading the white paper. You have lots of cool features for the bot. Interestingly, I also saw a premium membership, right? That's pretty great. Having a premium membership, it also helps you to limit the amount of usage of the bot, right? That's a really good feature. One question I wanted to throw in, my main question, was relating to the programming language. Okay, so I know you talked about your developer, so a lot of people may not really understand what I'm trying to ask, but okay, so it's about the programming language you use to build the bot. Okay, so did you actually, first, before I go into my question proper, did you actually make this project from scratch, or you actually use a template to accomplish this?
Yeah. So hi. Yeah. Thanks for that question. Me and the team of two of my partners for the programming team, we start from scratch. We have nowhere we can copy. So if you look at our interface is completely different from Maestro. It's completely different from Banana Gun, and yeah. So it's completely. Sorry. If you were to follow our channel at the beginning of our the beginning poses, you will see that you can see some of the coding that I actually posted up, and it's from scratch. Yep.
Oh, great. Okay. So that means, since it's gonna be from scratch, I was actually thinking, what programming language did you use to build this? I see lots of programming language, lots of bot actually. They use Python, programming language, and then I was able to edit some of the codes, perhaps try to customize the codes, and then try to make it like my own taste, in my Telegram community. But I was actually thinking, perhaps it's because it's open source, right? So my question is, are you gonna make your code open source? Are you gonna lock it up, or are you gonna make people have access to the repo so people could just make changes, whatever they want, customize it? But they'll have some they'll have to pay some fees, right, in order for them to customize it, in the code, right? So I was actually thinking if you actually have that kind of security to secure the actual code in itself of the bot.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for that question. So firstly, for version 1, I use Python, and for
Cool.
from version 2 onwards, I use this programming software called Golang. Have you heard of Golang?
Oh, Golang, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so in Golang, there are actually a lot more features, and actually it's a bit more complex. So we decided to push ourselves and to try and use something that is a little bit more challenging, but definitely more rewarding as well. So that is the program we use currently, Golang. And to answer your question on whether is it going to be an open source, I would say I have never thought of that before. This is something I might have to discuss with my CEO, because we never thought of putting it in the public for people to use. So in the meantime, it's not going to be open source. In the meantime, it's our codes, and yeah. I guess it's something good that we can discuss with the team, and who knows, maybe one day we we may want to decide to put it as an open source. I don't know. That one,
cool.
that for that part, we will, we might think about it first.
Yeah,
that was a great question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So the thing is, because a couple of these bots actually, I actually accessed the Python code. I actually did some changes. I actually modified it. It's kind of like perhaps it's open source, right? So I actually wanted to ask that, because security of bots, of the code itself, is very important, so that it doesn't really affect other people using the UI to personalize your Telegram, right? It kind of helps to improve the utility more further. But thank you very much for the answer. Thank you, Drybit.
Thank you very much, CC Jitters. That was a great question, and that was a great answer also from Mantel. So those great minds combined together. Thank you very much, CC Jitters. Let's see who else. Well, we still have a lot of questions from the community. So let's start saying Yellow Lip. Yellow Lip, you're allowed to ask your question.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I really appreciate the opportunity. I would say I love the introduction for the project, and I really understand the why. So I was going through the website, and I see that your project is basically about robots, which is interesting. So I come across a question which I'm curious to ask you guys, because you doing the bot is gonna attract lots of projects to come use the bot, and which is interesting. So I don't know if you guys come with this idea, let's say like your community members or outside of your community members can come refer some projects to come use the bot, and that will also give the community members access of job opportunity, because when they refer any project to come use the bot, that you guys will give them an amount of commission, and that will also give them like a ginger to bring in more projects to come use your bot. And basically you have a lot of people which will be doing that work, and that will also give people a job opportunity in that way. So I don't know if you guys can do that in the future.
Hi, Yellow Lip. Oh, you have a chicken? I heard a chicken. So for I couldn't exactly get your point, but we do have a feedback email whereby you can send us your feedback officially, and we will thoroughly look into that feedback and see that if we can, I don't know, extend some, like what you say, some jobs to the community to help us do certain stuff and all. That's something we can look at. So please feel free to write in to our official email on your request, and also on some feedback, and we will look into it.
I think
That's
Yellow Lip is gone. I think Yellow Lip is gone.
No, yeah, he's here. So that question was actually really great. And let me tell you something, guys. Mantel and David. One thing that I've gotten to realize, in these couple of years, is that community, it's really important in doing a crypto project. So actually what Yellow Lip was asking about this, about the community interaction, and whether you're going to kind of reward your community by bringing more and more people into your project, some kind of maybe affiliate marketing, or there are a lot of different strategies that maybe this is just a suggestion you can start getting in the future, like saying, hey, bring I don't know, maybe someone, and you can have like, I don't know, maybe a referral code, and you can earn a small commission. There are a lot of ways on motivating people to also spread your word. So that's actually what Yellow Lip was talking about. But it was a great question, Yellow Lip, and great question, Mantel. So let's see who else gets a question. I have a member of my group, guys, that he's also the bot king. He always uses all the bots out there, and he's great. So I actually wanted to unmute him because his question must be like really great. So Emmanuel, are you there, man? Are you free to ask your question, that you're the bot king of the group? I want to know if he's here.
Oh, good evening, everyone.
Hey, Emmanuel.
This is really great, amazing, because I really love boats a lot. And I'm happy to see another sniper boat coming up. So my question, I've actually tried the V1 boat, and compared to the other existing boats, the UI doesn't really seem friendly. And there are some features like copy trade, anti-rug, and so on that I didn't see. And also, I saw that I need to add funds before I could set my snipe. So I know this is just V1 and more upgraded boats will be released. So what are the missing features and the features that existing boats do not have that you'll be adding to the future updates?
Yeah, hi Emmanuel. Okay, yeah, so maybe I just reiterate a bit again. So for Omega Bot V1, you can only buy, sell, and do a wallet configuration. Just 3 features only. And for version 2, we will have a new feature, and this new feature is not really supposed to be announced at this point because we want to show what the features are by our video that will be screened by Drybit at the end of the AMA. So one thing I can assure you is that when we enter into V3, you can the bot, beta bot, the name is beta bot, you can use it for sniping, effective sniping. We split the sniping into 2 ways to snipe. You can do a method sniping and a liquidity sniping. And just to let you know, V3 beta bot has already been completed. So I hope you look forward to it. Pardon me, please pardon me if you feel that the Omega bot, the V1, is not really something that meets your expectation, but I can assure you with our subsequent upgrade that is about to come, I assure you that it will meet your expectation over time. So thank you for your patience and thank you for your support to us.
Thank you very much for the answer.
Great one, Emmanuel. And yeah, just like Mansell said, guys, remember that B1 versions are the most basic ones. You know, I've been also developing projects myself, and the first version that I personally release is just the basic functions, and that's it. Then after that, with other versions, I start like saying making it prettier. You know, I start focusing a little bit more about the UI and stuff. So guys, just like Mantel said, this is just the start. So there are a lot of things coming up. So still a lot of hands going up. So let me just unmute. Let's check. We have Emperor Martin. Emperor Martin, that is actually a minion. You're allowed to speak, man. Nice profile picture.
Hello, sir.
Hello. You there, bro?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So my question is, how many team members do you have? Do they have any experience on working in crypto and non-crypto project? And do you allow solution and feedback from the community?
Okay, Emperor Martin.
Yeah, so I will answer this. Yeah, Emperor Martin, thanks for the question. Yeah, we consist of 4 members. We have Anotelli, Beckman, myself, David, and Mantel. So all of us have been in crypto for almost 3 to 4 years. We are all we met around last year, where we met through some groups in Singapore where they talk about crypto. So we've been in crypto for about 3 to 4 years. So we have a lot of experience in this field. If that's your question. Hope you answered your question. Emperor, are you there?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't muted. So sorry about that. But yeah, like Mantel also said a great explanation in the start. You know, I know that the team is actually very experienced and in crypto and stuff. So that's actually pretty great. So thank you very much, Emperor, for that question. So let's see who else gets questions. We still, guys, you know, I can check that this project is like really interesting for many people because there are a lot of people that have their hands raised, so they actually want to ask questions. So we did get a great question from Emmanuel from CC Jitters. So let's see if we can get another like great question. And for that, I have Sam Murphy over here that wants to ask. Sam, you're allowed to speak, man. Hey, Sam, you there?
Hey, Rabbit, can you hear me?
Yeah, brother, we can hear you.
Some network issues going on from the morning. Hope my voice is audible.
Yeah, it's audible, man, loud and clear.
Yes, thank you. And great to have the team over here, Mental. It's a pleasure to hear from you. Okay. Can I proceed with my question?
Yes, man, please go ahead. They're waiting for.
Yes. As far as I have studied, that boot plays a vital role in low volatility and high volume cryptocurrencies. But during new launches, there's always a concern for slippage where boot doesn't execute the trade. I have faced this issue a lot of time. So how will this issue be resolved by Apex team? Usually new projects when the slippage doesn't work on. So any suggestion or any thing that you can share with the community so that we can work and execute that?
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for that question. So with regards to slippage, so when you in future in our developments, when we are able to do sniping method and sniping liquidity, you will be prompted to indicate how much slippage you want to put. So for example, if you want to put maybe let's say 40% slippage, so you have indicated 40% slippage and you have set your bot for sniping. What happens is if you miss the snipe, there will be a second prompt to ask you if you would like to retry. So there is no immediate way to solve the problem directly, but we do provide an alternative whereby if you miss your snipe, a prompt of retry will come out and you can decide if you want to retry or to end the sniping. So if you want to retry, all you need to do is to click on retry and the sniping will carry on again. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sam Murphy, for that question, and also Mantel for answering that. Next in line, we have Desmond, 1000x, that he calls himself the blockchain king. So, Desmond, you're allowed to ask your question.
Hi guys, I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible, man, loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much, Drybit, for this opportunity. My question is concerning the bot. For traders who may prefer custom trading strategies, does the Apex bot offer any level of customization to cater to individuals' trading preferences?
Hi Desmond, can you repeat your question again? Does it offer any customization for what?
To cater, does the Apex bot offer any level of customization to cater to individuals' trading preferences?
Sorry, I can't understand your question. You want to? Can you rephrase it?
I think that I got it. I think, Desmond, you can correct me, but I think that what he's asking is if your trading bot is going to offer customization for each and specific, like every user will be able to customize maybe some parts depending on your trading strategies and stuff. You were asking that, Desmond, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's my question, man.
Okay. Sorry for the confusion. The straight answer to you, Desmond, is yes, we do have customization. But I mean, we don't call it customization. We will call them settings. So in these settings, you can set at what price you want to buy. This is for Alpha bot onwards, which is V4. Actually, technically, I was directed by my CEO not to mention too much about our development, but since it's a special case, since it's a special case and it's an AMA, I think I'll just say a little bit first. Yes, in version 4 onwards, Alpha bot, we will be able to have some customization where you can decide at which entry you want to snipe and you can decide at which entry you want to exit your trade. It's something like, I mean, if you were to do trading, we want to use the concept of putting a buy limit, a sell limit, a take profit, and a stop loss. We do have all of that coming up. So we would hope that you can continue to believe in us and be patient. And this part of the bot will be released at the later versions. So yes, there is that customizations.
All right. Thank you very much for your answer. It's quite an
Thank you very
amazing project.
much, Desmond, for the question.
Thank
That
you.
was great. Thank you very much. So we're short of time here, but don't worry, we still have a few more questions. So AI the original, you're allowed to speak, man. What's your question for today?
Hello, Drybit. Hello,
Hey,
David.
brother.
So I'll get straight to my question. I was looking at the website and the bot in general, and one thing that caught my eye is the speed. It just says the speed is unrivaled. There's no information there that states you can execute a trade in 1 to 5 seconds. Like now, I'm using Mastery. I can tell you when you execute a trade on Mastery, you have 1 to 5 seconds before you execute your trade. So if your speed is unrivaled, and I'm sure you have done your back test on the V1, while we are waiting for the V2 version, I would like to know the speed of the V1 at the moment, in case any of us would like to use it, because it's meant to front run our execution ahead of others. So yeah, that's my question. What is the speed?
Okay, so to answer your question, there is no way to quantify the speed because the speed is largely dependent on the Ethereum blockchain network. And of course, at that given time, if you were to look at some of the blockchains like Ethereum, Binance, Matic, you will realize that Matic and Solana and Binance, they have actually much faster transaction speed compared to Ethereum. So within the scope of Ethereum, okay, let's not deviate too much, but within the scope of Ethereum, the speed is not that fast. However, what we can offer is we have designed our bot in such a way that will cause the gas to be slightly more, and this slightly more is probably in 0.45 decimal places, 0.00001, just to make sure that your gas is a little bit more than your competitors, so that you can get the faster transaction. Because if you were to know what miners do, the miners who mine your transactions, they will always prioritize the transactions that has the higher gas fee. So we design our bot in such a way that when you do your purchase, the gas will be tabulated. The bot will look for all transactions across, and if there is a need, it will increase your gas and modulate your gas a little bit more, so that you can get the faster and the earlier position. And whereas for Omega Bot, currently our feature is just for buying, so we have not implemented that front run process yet. But I can assure you, for V3 onwards, the front run feature will be inside of our bot, because I can tell you now because I completed it already. So I can tell you that yeah, it's there, but it's only on V3 onwards. But for now, why I say that Omega Bot is much faster than Uniswap is because in Uniswap, you have to take the hassle to connect your wallet to Uniswap. You have to wait. You have to open up your wallet and press approve and all that. Whereas for Omega Bot, everything is all everything is all translated into one button, which is buy or sell. So that's what we did with Omega Bot. And when I say faster, I'm not talking about the network speed. I'm talking about the process. Instead of 5 process, we streamline to 2 process only. Open up your bot and press buy. So that's just 2 steps.
Awesome.
All right, thank you for your answer. And
thank you.
My second question is, I know there's a new meta going on around now. Bots, the new meta. Even CoinGecko has a session on them. So, and most of these bots I've looked at, like Unibot and I think Loot, they have almost all their features online already. So I would like to know how you plan on keeping people on your side of the bot. Like Drybit asked earlier, but I wanted more clarification on it. How you plan to keep people on your side of the bot instead of them migrating to those bots that are almost online fully. So I would like to know that.
Yeah, okay. So again, a lot of it has to be relied on the community believing and having faith in our project. And what's our plan on keeping the community together is that we will constantly deliver our plans, And at this point of time, I believe that at this point of time, my team has been doing great. They have been delivering everything on time. So in order to keep the community together, the team, we will work hard to constantly deliver what was being planned, and to, within our capacity and limitation, answer as much questions as we can. So on that note, it's a two-way thing. It starts with us doing our part. And why I say it's a two-way thing, because we require the community to believe in us as well and to support us, so that we can work together as a very strong force in this crypto space.
Great answer.
Thank you very much for the answer.
Thank you very much, AI the original. Great answer, Mantel. That was really important. And like I said before, you depend on the community in order to succeed here in crypto. So that was actually a great answer, and that's great to know that you're actually focusing on the community itself. But we're almost out of time. I try to keep the AMAs 1 hour, so I try to keep it like a real entertaining and not like really, when the longer it gets, the more people, start getting a little bit tired. But guys, you've been doing like a great job. To be honest, it's been one amazing AMA. I have so much fun over here. I don't want to end it yet, but I just want to ask you, it's okay if we do one more question, guys? Are you free for one more question?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Okay, perfect. So let's go with the last question. And the last question is going to go for Sir BSC. Sir BSC, you're allowed to ask your question, man. This is the last one, so make it count, please. Sir BSC.
Good day. You can hear me, right?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. So I was reading the terms and conditions agreement on the white paper, and I came across something that it says Apex will not hold responsible losses or damages resulting from actions or inactions of third parties, and those include provider bankruptcy, information on security attacks, and service providers. So I just want to know, is this third parties referred to projects that we invest on using the bots, or are they your server providers? Because I want to know what will happen if maybe the bots like went down during a trade, like you made a trade and the bot is not responding. Maybe you want to sell or something. What will happen then?
Yeah, hi. So thank you for that question. So I think that for that thing that you highlighted, it's just a disclaimer, and it's just a regular term and conditions for trading. So if you look into a lot of websites with term and conditions for trading, right, they do have a similar disclaimer. And also it's because when you go into the trading world, there are a lot of things that you cannot decide, especially factors of controlling investors' intentions. And also, like, you will never know if an investor what are their intentions and all. So to answer your question directly, there is purely a disclaimer, and it's just terms and conditions for trading. So yeah.
Great one. Thank you very much, Sir BSC, and that's a great disclaimer for Mantel. But hey, guys, now we're approaching to the end of the AMA. It has been amazing. Like I said, I had a great time. I hope you too, David and Mantel, had a great time here at my lounge. I'm a pretty friendly host. I have to admit that, and that's because I actually love this. I love spending most of my day here, getting to know new people. And guys, trust me, you're like one of the best people that I've gotten to know in the last couple of days. So I'm actually really excited for the future of this project. But I wanted to share with you guys, we have 83 participants right now at the end of the AMA. So I wanted to share a video that Mantel actually shared to me, that it's the walkthrough of the how do you say, the Delta bot, the B2 version of their token. So I'm going to share my screen. Just 1 second, guys. And you're going to tell me once you're looking at it. Guys, are you seeing the screen right now? Can you confirm, please?
Yes, we can. Amazing. I would like to give credit to Anatoly. Anatoly, are you there? Can you just give a quick shout out? Hi, Anatoly.
Let me unmute him. Anatoly, big shout out for the man, the one that is in charge of all the graphics. Shout out, man. Are you there? Do you want to say hi?
Hey, Anatoly. What's up?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's there, but probably he's not free to answer.
I think he's shy. He's shy.
Don't be shy, Anatoly. I'm really friendly, man. I'm here to support, so don't worry. I don't bite, man. I don't bite personally, so don't worry. But big shout out to him, to be honest. I saw the video and it's really good. So I wish I could have some kind of video of this for my launch. So maybe I'm gonna drop a message to Anatoly and say, hey man, let's do free promotion in exchange for a video or something like that.
Yeah,
So
sure.
actually,
You can just DM him. Yes, he will do it.
really
for you,
great, man. Really great. So guys, let's start over this video. I'm going to press play, guys, and it's okay, Mantel. Should I press play?
Yeah, you can go ahead and play.
Perfect, guys. So I'm going to put mute on my microphone, and we're all going to see this video. I hope that you all enjoy this.
Yeah, I think the audio is muted for the video as well. Hey, Drybeat, can anyone hear the audio of the video? I think.
Sorry, what were you saying, David? Sorry.
Yeah, I think the video is the audio is not working. Yeah, I can't really hear.
I really don't know if we can put the audio from the. Let me just say, just 1 second. The share screen. I think. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm putting it right now, guys. So I'm going to put play. Tell me just if you can hear. Let's go over here. And I'm going to press play. Let me know if you can hear.
Investors who relish the concept of investing modestly while potentially reaping significant rewards. Nevertheless, it is crucial to know that this approach should be approached with the same caution as gambling at a casino, given the numerous projects being launched. Now let's return to configuring the Snipe Degen mode. After establishing a connection to your wallet through wallet configuration, proceed to choose the trade configurations to adjust the following parameters. You can adjust the settings based on your preferences. For this tutorial, we will use 49% for the slippage. Please input your preferred maximum gas fees. The bot will refrain from sniping when the gas fees exceed the set limit. Lastly, let's activate the auto approval feature. After configuring the parameters, let's proceed to choose Snipe Token and Snipe Liquidity from the options. Proceed to enter the desired amount of Ethereum that you wish to purchase. Let's prepare to enable the Snipe Degen mode by selecting Snipe Now to activate the bot. The Snipe Degen mode is actively running in the background, constantly scanning the cryptocurrency space. Upon the addition of liquidity to a contract, Apex Delta Bot swiftly identifies the contract and proceeds with the token purchase automatically. We've successfully sniped Degen into a crypto project called Gold, Linda. Make sure to select Stop Degen once you're finished for the day. Otherwise, the bot will continue sniping for Degens. Let's proceed to DEX Tools to review our purchase. Let's proceed by scrolling down to the transaction history. The transaction, as indicated below, was effectively sniped and secured a second position. Now, let's return to the Apex Delta Bot dashboard to examine our transaction. Press the refresh button to obtain most recent information. As evident from the displayed data, we can observe the initial value and the current value of the tokens, which have now increased. We have managed to achieve a modest profit. On May 26, 2023, Snipe Degen mode was executed, dispensing 0.01 Ethereum, which was later sold for an impressive 1.15 Ethereum. That's a whopping 115x from your initial investment. Feel free to pause the video and review the transactions displayed before we delve into the details on DEX tools. This is the project that was targeted by the DeltaBots Snipe Degen mode, known as VR Arena. Now, let's proceed to the transaction history. Navigating to the initial page of the transaction records. Wallet ending 20DD. The transaction is highlighted as the 5th entry on the list.
Okay, guys, awesome. Let me just close this video. And guys, that was amazing. I think that everyone, I've been here in the lounge, I'm here in the lounge, say my lounge, and everyone has been, chatting and saying how amazing this AMA has been and how good your project is. So guys, congratulations once again, to be honest. But now it's time to start wrapping this up. It's been an amazing AMA. I'm going to say my final words, guys. Like I said before, from the first time I dropped down a message to Mantel and said, hey man, I saw your project and I love it. And now we're here doing an AMA at my channel. Guys, I hope you had a great time. To be honest, once again, I love doing this. I love having you here. It's been fun yet informative. And this is just the beginning, guys. So we're going to keep on rolling with this. I will keep on supporting. And to be honest, guys, you're more than welcome to come here every time you get a new update, because my community is always going to be excited for this. I think that many of us now are going to go directly into testing the Omega bot. But guys, once again, thank you very much. And before I close the AMA, I want to give you the microphone to you one last time, so you can say your closing statements, whatever you want to say to all the people that are here listening to you and all the people that are going to then see this recording. Guys, this is your final words for each and every possible investor.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
so you want to speak, David?
Yeah.
Hello there. Can you guys hear me?
Anatoly,
Yep.
you're finally here.
Hey,
Yeah,
Anatoly is
sorry.
here.
Yeah. Hello, Drybeat. Just now I'm having issues on my laptop, which I actually tried to unmute myself, but I couldn't speak. So now I've transited to my phone, and it's been an amazing AMA with you hosting this. I've thoroughly enjoyed the time with the community as well, asking all these questions. And it is really impactful here. And then I would also like to thank Mantel as well for leading this, and as well as our marketing lead, Davidson. Yep.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. David, your last words, man.
Hey man, Drybit, thanks for this AMA, and we want to visit you soon, man, in your country.
Nice, brother. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come every time you want, guys. To be honest, like I said, I love doing this, and let's keep on, guys. Let's keep on with the support. Let's keep on pushing. This is just the beginning. You still have 1 day left on the fair launch. Remember, on fair launch, most of the fun comes at the last hours. So, guys, all of my best wishes to you, and that's it, guys. Thank you all very much for joining here to this amazing AMA we had today. Thank you all for joining. Guys, from all the people from the lounge, remember, we're going to have more AMAs today, but this one was the first of the day, and it was really impressive. Once again, Mantel, Anatoly, David, thank you very much for being here, guys. And let's talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, man. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.